for Alexander Isak. Liverpool's stance effectively now is that unless Newcastle look to drop their asking price for Isak, then Liverpool aren't prepared to bid any further. At the same time, of course, Isak has been training away from the first team group at Newcastle, while Arne Slot is about to lose one of his forward options as well. So what chance is there of reopening talks and finally bringing Isak in as a ready-made replacement, if you like? Slot's response typically gave little away.
As you know from me, and I think every manager works like this, you never talk about players that are not yours. So we are very happy with the squad we are having. And there's every reason to be happy about that because we won the league last season. Okay, players left, but we've brought players in as well. And youngsters are doing good.
Vinny, Darwin Núñez looks like he's heading out of Anfield. Is his Saudi move to Al Hilal imminent?
Yeah, Liverpool agreeing a fee of €53 million plus add-ons to sell Darwin Núñez to Al Hilal. It is a loss on the guaranteed €75 million they agreed to pay back in 2022 for his services. But this is a player who never really cemented a regular starting role. He had important contributions, notably again last season in Liverpool's title-winning campaign, but at the same time not on that consistent basis either. He nearly left, of course, back in January as well amid further interest from Saudi. I think as well that once that deal is finalised, Liverpool will explore the market still. They will look to bring in a replacement, someone who can go straight into the first team, someone who is at fair market value, which Isak possibly isn't at this stage for them at least as well, and a player who is attainable. And that will come once Darwin Núñez finally says goodbye. And according to Arne Slot, those goodbyes aren't too far away now.
At this moment of time, Darwin might leave indeed, but things are not signed yet. So you need to wait maybe a few days before that's completely. There is indeed a chance that he's going to leave.
Vinny, plenty of Liverpool fans have been saying they need defensive cover. What was Slot's take on that today?
I'd agree with most of the Liverpool fans as well. I was there at the double-header against Athletic Club on Monday and thought that Liverpool looked pretty short at centre-half, particularly as Virgil van Dijk was ill on the evening. So in the first game we saw Andy Robertson playing as a left-sided centre-half. In the second game we saw Endo playing as a left-sided centre-half, that time partnering Ibrahima Konate. Konate was effectively the one fit senior centre-back that Liverpool had available to them on the night as well. So with that in mind, does Slot feel that he needs to bring in reinforcements in the centre-half area, even taking into account the fact that someone like Ryan Gravenberch can act as a makeshift centre-half as well?
You forget to mention Joe Gomes. Unfortunately, he has a minor injury at the moment, but he will be back with the team very soon. So we still have numerous options that can play there. But as always, what I always say, it's the same boring answer as with players that we might bring in or not. I'm really happy with the players we are having, and we have numerous players that can play in that position.
So the Community Shield to look forward to this weekend before the start of Liverpool's title defence. That comes in the first Friday night football of the season at home to Bournemouth. It's live on Sky Sports Premier League and Main Event. And some breaking news to bring you as well, because as we expected, Gareth Taylor has been named as the new Liverpool women's head coach. That follows the departure of Matt Beard back in February, of course, as well. Amber Whiteley, who took interim charge, will remain as an assistant coach, while Taylor's former assistant, Chad Gribble, also joins the backroom staff. So that breaking news coming from Liverpool as well.
Vinny, thank you very much for now. Now, before we discuss Liverpool, news from the Championship, which has just broken in the last few moments. Leicester City have confirmed that Wilfred Ndidi has joined the Turkish club Besiktas. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, the manager there. We understand that deal worth around £8.5 million, and it ends 8 years at Leicester City for Wilfred Ndidi. Mark, alongside me, let's continue the discussion around Liverpool. Arne Slot said he's happy with this squad. I think he would say that as a manager. But do you think there will be more additions between now and the end of the transfer window?
Yeah, there's no question that Liverpool are in the market to strengthen the squad. They've had a sensational summer so far, haven't they? The work they've done, the players they've brought in, the the things they've had to negotiate and deal with, and it feels like that club is together and ready for the challenge of defending the Premier League title. And to do that, you have to have a squad that is able to compete at the very highest level. We know that they are still in the market for an attacking option. Now, whether that is someone that plays down the left-hand side or through the middle as a number 9, or, as Arne Slot would prefer, someone that can play both roles. That is something that's key between now and when the window shuts on the 1st of September. They want versatility, they want flexibility, they want players that can play in multiple positions. And I think that gives you a bit of an indication as to the types of profile of player they're going to be going for between now and deadline day. They only have one number 9, which is obviously a small problem, Hugo Ekitike being that player. He is one of those that can play in multiple roles as well, but if there were any injury concerns or he took a little bit of time to get up to scratch with the Premier League, they might find themselves in a bit of a pickle there, so may look to try and strengthen that area. But anyone they do sign will be someone that could play across the front line, not just as an out-and-out number 9. You also have to remember as well, they've got an incredible academy that have done so well over the course of the last few years to develop players. And you saw it at the back end of Jurgen Klopp's reign, where there were so many young players coming through the system that were all just pushing and pressing and probing to try and get into that matchday squad. You've seen some of them depart the football club. They've made some good money on player sales. Some of them have had some good experiences out on loan last season in the Championship and across Europe. So therefore, some of those players are taking that next step as well. And Liverpool are really conscious that they don't want to stifle or stop the progression of young, talented players. So if they feel they've got a chance to be in and around that first team, they're not going to go and sign someone that stops that progression and development. And of course, you know, with the way that Arne Slot likes to play, he wants to have that kind of adaptability and versatility in the way they play. They don't want to just be a 4-3-3 set-up side. Sometimes he might play 2 10s. He might not play a 9. Sometimes he might play 2 up top, which is something Hugo Ekitike can do. And that's something that's key. Arne Slot wants to keep everyone guessing about how he's going to line up and the players he will use in what position. We do know, and Vinny O'Connor touched upon it there, one key area of concern, one key area they do need to strengthen is at centre-back. They are short off the back of selling Jarell Quansah to Bayer Leverkusen. And of course, there is a concern over Joe Gomez and his injury situation at the moment. Virgil van Dijk's not 26, he's into his 30s now, still one of the best defenders in world football, so he will play the majority of the games, but they do need to protect him. Ibrahima Konate into the last year of his contract as well, so that's another interesting situation. If I was to be put on the spot, I think at least probably 2 more for Liverpool over the course of this summer, maybe more, but the thing to remember is they only spend money when they see value in the player. A, is this a player we want? Yes. B, is he at the right price? And as you saw from last summer, they won't just go and spend frivolously for the sake of it. It has to be the right fit.
You mentioned the Liverpool Academy there. It's going to be fascinating.